Hi everyone, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a collective reading today that is for Sun, Moon and Risings. If it doesn't resonate with yourself, then please take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. I hope you like your messages today. If you do, please like and subscribe to the channel and you'll get updates every time that I put new content on the channel. Okay, let's get into the reading. Hi, so this reading is for Sagittarius, for those Sagittarius collective that are currently in separation from their partners. So it's to give a bit of an idea of why this has happened and what you might need to do to heal for the situation, and potential chances for reconciliation. So let's get into it. So Spirit, please can we get some cards for the collective of Sagittarius? For the separation that they may be in. Now, please bear in mind that this is a collective reading, so not everything will resonate. Please don't force it to fit. Only take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? This could be your past, present, or your future. It is whatever relates for you. Today is the 15th of June, so potentially when it falls into your inbox is when it's most likely to be relevant for yourself. Okay, so Spirit, please can we get some cards for Sagittarius for current separation that they may find themselves in. There's a lot of glare going on here, isn't there, at the moment? Let me get this curtain closed over a bit. There we go. Can we get 3 more cards, please, Spirit? Oh, 2 that flew out together. Two more, please, Spirit, because they come out together. So we'll read those together. One more, Spirit. There we go. Okay, so currently the overall energy we've got is the Emperor in the upright. So this is suggesting that at the moment you're feeling very competent, very assertive. You are potentially in a leadership role. You've got a lot of boundaries and you've got a lot of pride in yourself. And you're in boss mode at the moment. So you're doing really good for yourself. You're feeling very, very confident and everything seems to be going well for you. You go in, you're taking charge of everything. Okay, so what we've got in the why did this happen? Okay, why did you separate? So we've got this 9 of Pentacles. So this is generally the energy of somebody that is single. So it could be that the relationship that you were in, maybe it wasn't a full relationship. Maybe you were somebody in a situationship and the other person saw themselves as being single. Maybe they weren't so much interested in a full relationship potentially. It could also be that somebody felt that they needed to have some time alone. It could even be that somebody wanted to potentially put their, do some saving. The 9 of Pentacles is usually somebody that's very abundant. They're very prudent. They're secure. And it could very well be that, that maybe money might have been an issue. Maybe somebody wanted to be very secure and abundant and it wasn't potentially working out for them. And that could be the reason behind the separation. Let's get some clarification on this as well. Now, it could also be that a 9 of Pentacles, a single person may have got between you. Okay. Not saying that is the reason behind it. I can't currently see too much going on suggesting a third party. In fact, there's nothing suggesting a third party at the moment. There is some things suggesting betrayal, but that could be a few different things. Okay, so let's get some clarification on this Nine of Pentacles. Please clarify this Nine of Pentacles for Sagittarius Spirit. Okay, so we've got the Star card that's come out in the reverse. We have the Nine of Wands and also the Ten of Swords as well. Okay, to clarify that Nine of Pentacles. So that's 2 9s, and you've actually got a couple of 10s now as well. So might be worth checking out your reoccurring numbers. See if you've got any messages from your spirit guides or angels. Okay, so the Star card then, when it's in the reverse, is suggesting that somebody is feeling a bit out of sorts. Somebody's dream hasn't really come to fruition. They could be feeling lost, abandoned, a little bit hopeless. So this was going on during the relationship. So like I say, if this Nine of Pentacles was a particular person that may have been interfering in your relationship, it could be that somebody has been feeling, like they've been abandoned because of it. You've got a Nine of Wands, which is suggesting that somebody had a very high guards up. So it could even be, like I say, if it's the situationship that I was referring to at the beginning, that somebody felt like they were single because somebody's guard was up that high that they were unable to basically build a relationship. They couldn't get through the defenses. There was no real emotional connection because the guards were up that high. It wasn't really moving very far. And then we have this Ten of Swords, which is a very dramatic ending. It's desolation, fears, emptiness. Somebody may have been slightly obsessed with something. So maybe somebody was obsessed with this Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, so this Ten of Swords is suggesting that, there could be a bit of potentially a bit of an obsession. So maybe there was an obsession possibly with the Nine of Pentacles. Maybe it was an obsession with the savings, maybe an obsession with a person. But somebody was feeling a little bit obsessed potentially. On this particular one, you also have that Three of Swords at the bottom. So this one could be suggesting that the third party may have got in the way. You've got the Seven of Swords for the betrayal at the top, the backstabbing, the lies, the betrayal, the deceit, and then the Three of Swords at the bottom, which is generally what the heartbreak is from a third party situation. So it does seem as though something has got in the way. And someone was being very defensive. It could even just be a suspected third party. And with somebody having their guards up that high, it's just kind of come to an end because of not wanting to get hurt. And obviously, someone's got hurt anyway. Now, the Star card is Aquarius energy. So it could be that you may be dealing with an Aquarius, okay? And the Emperor as well is Aries. Now, in the position of what kind of healing is required in this separation, we've got the Ten of Swords. So this to me is suggesting that you need to let it end. It could be very much that you may be blocked, or you might be, how do I put it? Maybe you've not grieved it properly, and that's suggesting that you may need to grieve the ending itself. It could be that you might be a bit blocked from it. You could be obsessed with it as well, potentially, but it is suggesting that you kind of you need to grieve it. You need to have go through the sadness and the tears to end the cycle. Just dropped a load of cards, excuse me. Let's try that shuffle again. Let's get some clarification on this Ten of Swords. It could even be that you're doing a lot of obsessive overthinking. But you do need to walk away. So on this particular Ten of Swords, if you have a look, you've got the Ten of Swords behind him, where somebody's been stabbed in the back and they've basically died and he's walking away. So yeah, it just suggests that you do potentially need to let what's happened, leave it in the past, okay? And go through that grief and move on from it. Let's get clarification there on this Ten of Swords, please, Spirit. Okay, so we've got the Hermit, which is doing some introspection and some inner healing, some reflection on that. That's the Virgo card. So the Hermit also is you doing some self-searching, some learning some lessons. We've got a Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, and we've also got a Two of Swords. Now that came out in to the side. So yeah, so to clarify this Ten of Swords then, like I say, about feeling the grief. Now the Hermit does a lot of inner work on themselves. So if you're not feeling the grief, you're not going to be able to learn from it. You're not going to be able to learn your lessons and heal from it. And that's what that Hermit does when he's in his cave. He is learning his lessons, he's healing from it, he is doing a lot of introspection, a bit of time on his own to do things. I mean, this Ten of Swords, he's walking away to be on his own. You've got a Page of Pentacles in the reverse, which is somebody that's not particularly very reliable. So if it's something where I'm not necessarily not reliable, but they're a bit absent-minded, so maybe you need to potentially stop thinking so much. Maybe you need to let go of the overthinking as well. It is also suggesting that you're delaying a new experience. So maybe you need to, move forward and experience new things. Now, this Two of Swords, when it comes out on the side, you've got a decision to make, but it's like you don't want to. You're at a crossroads. So that's a bit of a challenge for you. So it's very much of, that healing is required. You know that you need to potentially take some time to do something and, to potentially sit and maybe isolate, do some things and experience new things. But it's like you don't want to. Maybe you're stuck with not feeling. And let's face it, sometimes when we get really emotionally overwhelmed emotionally, our emotions will shut off so that we don't feel them. And this is suggesting to me that you need to go and do some inner reflection and start feeling them again, because your journey's delayed. It's completely been delayed. That's what this Page of Pentacles in the reverse is. Until you've done the healing and you've done the grief and you've felt what you need to feel and you've learnt your lessons, things are being delayed. But it's like you're blocking it yourself because you don't want to see that. Okay. Now, the chances of your reconciliation then. So we've got this Page of Swords. Now, this is somebody that is doing a lot of spying. So somebody's watching the other person. Maybe that they've got a message to bring along as well. So maybe there's some communication that is needed. Somebody wants to talk to someone. Now, whether this is you or your person, but it does look as though someone is very intrigued with what's going on. So it could mean that there might be that they want to talk about it. They might want to, they might want to reconcile with you, but it could just be that they are just watching you at the minute. No, I didn't go through. So the Page of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and the sword there is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We've also got a Page of Wands. So it could very well be that either you're watching them or they're watching you with a Page of Wands. Or they could be fearful of you being with a Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands, it could be a new person. It could just be a bit of a mental state. So when it's in the reverse, it is, things being delayed, potentially holding back. It could also suggest that there's been some disloyalty as well, potentially. Could even be that this person is your Page of Wands and you're watching them. They could be watching you to see whether somebody's being disloyal. Maybe if there was a third party involved, maybe they're either you or them sitting waiting for them to be disloyal to that person. Or if you do, maybe you think if you do reconcile, Are they going to be, am I going to experience it again? Is there going to be another third party kind of situation? Are they going to cheat again, or whatever it could have been? Now, third parties doesn't necessarily mean cheating. It can just be other people influencing into your relationship. So, like controlling family members, friends, etc. Okay, so along with that page of swords, the page of wands, we've also got an ace of swords that's in the reverse, which is suggesting that somebody doesn't want to come forward with the truth. It's a miscommunication. There's a lack of clarity. So it does look as though at the moment we've got a King of Pentacles in the reverse as well. It does look at the moment as though it might not happen, because you've got somebody that is doing a lot of watching to see if somebody's going to be disloyal, but they're not communicating anything, or if they are communicating, things are getting miscommunicated, so it's not really going very well. The King of Pentacles can be somebody that's actually doing things a little bit unethical as well, so it could be very well the way that they're watching you is by doing things that they shouldn't be, or if you're watching them, but it's by doing things you shouldn't be. So maybe one of you is, I don't know, you might have a password to the social media and you're going on the social media checking things out. Maybe you've got you or them, they're involving other people to come and find things out, but information's getting passed back incorrectly, potentially. It could very well be that they might be employing some page of wands person to find information out on you. It might not be employed, but maybe you've got a mutual friend that could be a fire sign, and they're trying to dig information out, but it might be going wrong, lost in translation as such, and it is causing them to do think, like I say, they could be being unethical about it. It's also suggesting that somebody is not managing their finances very well as well. So it could be where over here, like I say at the start, we've got this Nine of Pentacles. Right at the beginning, I was suggesting that somebody is potentially wanting to save money, and down here we've got somebody not saving money. So if that is part of the reason as to, the separation, how much can you, if it's your person that's not able to save money, can you really reconcile with somebody who still can't save money, or vice versa? Are they going to want to reconcile with you if it's you that can't save money? But yeah, that's the way that I'm seeing this. It doesn't look as though there's current reconciliation going on or a potential chance of it, but it does look as though somebody is very curious and nosy and watching and spying. And like I say, it could suggest that they want to communicate, but there's nothing in there at the moment that suggests that they intend to at this point in time. Now, in what is blocking your reconciliation, you have a Devil in reverse and you have a Nine of Wands. So again, there's that Nine of Wands. So you feeling guarded. It could be them having their guard up. The Devil in reverse is somebody that is currently healing from their addiction. So maybe they're in rehab. It doesn't necessarily mean an addiction that they're healing from either. It could just be that there's some healing that's going on from some negative influences. Again, if it was a negative influence in there, like a bad influence from friends, or it could be that they're trying to get rid of that. Somebody might need to be facing their fears. But yeah, so this guard's up, someone's guard's up quite high, and fears need to be faced as such. Negative behaviors, bad habits, toxic behaviors are needing to be healed. Spirit, can we get 2 more clarifiers, please? Okay, so that Nine of Pentacles has popped up again. This time it's in the reverse though. So maybe if it is a person, a third party, they need to lose that third party or that person. It could very well be that somebody just needs to lose that mindset of needing to have everything. We've got a Knight of Swords in the reverse as well, which is somebody that, I mean, they charge in, but they're not able to make up their mind, and they don't really make much progress. So if this is, this King of Pentacles person that's not really saving much money, and this Nine of Pentacles is part of the blockage as such, because again, it's not saving things. And we have this Chariot as well, and that is in the upright. So the Chariot is suggesting that somebody is potentially ready to move, maybe move on, maybe move house. It is literally the card of movement. It is also successful movement as well. So, somebody is ready to move, but it can also be seen as commitment. So if you have a look, you've got two people, they're on their way to their honeymoon. So if either one of you have got a new person within your life, it could be that you might now be committed to that new person and you're moving forward with them. So again, that could be definitely a blockage to reconciliation. Now, what your person is currently feeling is a Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so they are seeing this as being an end to a cycle. Okay, they're seeing this as now being they're in a place where they're either seeing you as being a good karma for them, or they are seeing this as being an end of a cycle and then just starting a new cycle now. Okay. No, I don't know which one of those it will be. It is, it will be different for different people, but your person is either seeing you as being, good luck, good fortune, good karma for them, or they are currently feeling like they've got good fortune, good karma. Again, could have something to do with finances, especially if it's you potentially that can't save money. They might be feeling a bit more abundant and a bit more flush if they're on their own. Obviously, that won't be for everyone. It could be that if they can't save money and you're the person that's got all the money, they could see you as their lucky charm because you're the one with all the money. So yeah, let's get some clarification on this Wheel of Fortune, please, Spirit. So it's like your person wants, so you've got an Ace of Wands. Okay. So we've got an Ace of Wands, a Six of Cups, and the Sun card, and they all came out on the side. So your person has got a bit of a challenge. So looking at this, your person is wanting to start something new and passionate, potentially. Maybe this is with you, maybe not. We've got the Six of Cups again on its side, which is suggesting that they are doing a lot of thinking about the past. Again, that could be with you, it could be with somebody else from the past, but they're looking on it in favourable terms potentially, and it is causing them a bit of a challenge. So it could be that they might want to start something new with someone else, but they've got you constantly running through their mind, and they're probably looking, thinking of how happy you made them. And then you've got this Sun card, which is literally happiness. So it's like they're trying to make up their mind on which way is going to make them happier. So they might be feeling that someone, not necessarily you, but somebody else, it's like they can't decide which one of you is their good karma, which one is their happiness as such. Like I say, this could be that they want to start something again with you, but they don't know how to. And they're thinking back over the happy memories to see if there's anything that they could potentially use to help them, get that happiness again. Definitely showing that they've, all of that is a challenge to them with this good fortune. But yeah, and then what we've got, so your guidance for your current situation then. So we've got an Ace of Swords in the reverse. Now the Ace of Swords, when it's in the upright, is communication and clarity. So when it's in the reverse, there's lack of clarity. So guidance for you, in fact, lack of clarity, not so much like nailing down an idea, so making a decision on what you actually want. And maybe it's something where you don't even know what you want at the moment, and you need to make a decision potentially. Yeah, we've got 3 of Swords there. So you might be dealing with obviously you're dealing with some heartbreak. You've got a 7 of Cups where, again, you need to make a choice. So you might have multiple choices. The 7 of Cups is a card of making the decision on that choice. And then you've got a 4 of Cups in the reverse. Again, which is suggesting that, you might have been feeling a bit bored potentially previously. But your guidance there is to realizing in your life what actually makes you happy. What is it you want? It's goal setting, being present, being in the present moment, not letting things pass you by, not missing opportunities. Like I say, you've got that 3 of Swords there for some healing. So feeling that heartbreak, like we're saying up here, for what healing is required. Feeling that heartbreak, feeling going through the motions for grief, working out what it is that you want, basically, and making a decision on that, making a clear decision and giving yourself a direction. And now whether your decision is to try and reconcile with this person or not, it is completely up to you. Like I say, up here, somebody is very curious, whether that's you about what they're doing, whether that's them about what you're doing. I'm not sure. I'm going to assume that it's more them. But yeah, it's making a decision and getting your feelings back. Feeling it all again. As painful as it could be, it is something where you do need to, get those feelings back. Now, energies that I didn't call out. Did we do Swords? So Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Chariot is Cancer. And that's it on top of what's already out there. So yeah, right. So I hope that has helped. So yeah, so just doing some healing then. So just doing some healing. It's never easy to just do some healing, is it? But realizing what it is that you actually want from things, feeling your feelings. It's really important to feel your feelings, because otherwise you never learn from things and you just end up being stuck until you do, or you end up going through the same sort of cycle until you've learnt your lesson. So really important, if it is something where you're not currently feeling properly, getting in touch with your feelings, doing that bit of hermit mode, and really looking in deep to see what your blockage is, and feeling that. Okay, let's get some dark confessions of the soul. Now, small trigger warning for these, because some of them are quite dark. Yeah, so let's see if Spirit can give us any information on what your person is currently thinking, that they are not able to communicate with you. So can we get some dark confessions of the soul, Spirit, for what Sagittarius's person can't currently communicate to them? Nah, I'll keep that one because it span out. So I feel alone in the dark. Where is my light? So that's that. That happiness, that sun card. They know that you make them happy. Can I get some more, please, Spirit? I feel overwhelmed. I'm drowning in my own thoughts. I don't want to be contacted right now. I wish to be left alone. And I am keeping secrets from you, and I hope you don't find out. So that could be, like I say, that King of Pentacles in the reverse, being a little bit unethical, spying on you as well. Obviously, they're not going to want you to know that they're spying on you. They're feeling overwhelmed, drowning in their thoughts, thinking about you. That's that 6 of Cups. And then they don't want to be contacted right now. They want to be alone, purely because they don't know what they actually want and how they want to deal with things. They don't even know how to approach you properly from the look of that wheel and everything that came with it. So right, let's get you a Moonology Oracle card as well. Spirit, can we get a Moonology Oracle card for Sagittarius, please? Okay. One more, please. Yep. Okay, so we have prosperity lies ahead. The answers that you need are coming. Okay, that's a full moon in Gemini. That's not long off. I want to say that's next week. And you're very close to achieving your goal. Okay. So I hope that has helped some of you Sagittariuses out there that are currently in separation. Good luck and thank you for joining me.